everyone. Today I'll be reviewing Netflix original movie dropped. It's called The Last Letter from Your Lover, starring Shailene Woodley, Callum Turner, Felicity Jones, and this movie is directed by Augustine Frizzle. So in this movie, Felicity Jones, she's a reporter. She discovers some letter from Mrs. Sterling from 1965. So she discovered those letters and she started reading them, and she finds out that this character Jennifer, she basically had an affair with another journalist in 1965. Is called, what is his name, Anthony. And when she finds that out, so this story goes back and forth. So the story goes in 1965, also in the present day. You see Felicity Jones, she's trying to discover this story, and in the past, you see in 1965 you have Jennifer's story, affair storyline. So this story goes between back and forth. So what I think about this movie, I thought this movie, the first act, especially when I see the Mrs. Turlington, played by Shailene Woodley's, her character, when this movie shows you beginning of this movie, her character, beginning of this movie, I was really interested to see. But once this movie introduce us this character Anthony O'Hara, and you begin to realize this movie essentially is about this woman, she's cheating on her husband. Immediately this movie become very, puts you in a very uncomfortable position. You're like, whoa, what I'm watching here. Same time, it's definitely very well interesting storyline that you do want to see. But same time, it puts you in a position you're like, oh, here we are once again seeing one more story from Netflix. It's about this housewife having a cheating affair. I'm like, that is what is happening here in this movie. While this movie definitely had this leading two actors, they're so talented actors, Shailene Woodley and the Felicity Jones. By the way, whenever this movie shows you Felicity Jones' character in the present time, you are bored out of your mind. You are thinking to yourself, she's a journalist. Does she have nothing to do except read other people's letter? Yeah, that is what I was thinking. And her storyline was really boring. I did not like it. Every time she was on screen, I had to fast forward it. I don't know how Felicity Jones keep taking this role. Is they're very bland and boring. Although she's a good actress, but it's not like she's not bringing her charm. I feel like it's very flat. All the movie I see she's in. That being said, Shailene Woodley, once again, she looked absolutely beautiful in this movie because she's so beautiful and talented, and every time she's on screen, she's glowing. But her character is very, once again, she has done this type of character before. If you have seen Big Little Lies or any other movie, she playing same suppressed woman in every other movie. I don't get it. How she's picking same role. So that is a little bit sad. Watching her, this young talented actress wasting her talent. That means that this movie, the third act, I found it weird because you are like, oh, because she leaves her husband, then she doesn't go to him, then the Anthony character, he just waiting for her. What is happening? You are like, why didn't, and especially the husband character, you never get to know him at all. This actor, by the way, Joe Alwyn, I have seen him in other movie. His character, we don't spend any our time with him. We don't even know what is he like. All our time we spend with this Anthony, and I get it, this movie centered around these two characters, but the thing we are watching is very unethical. That made me feel like, oh, what I'm watching. Still, it was a charming watch at the beginning of this movie. As I was saying, Shailene Woodley, she's really very beautiful on screen, and Anthony O'Hara, he was also they had good thing going on. I guess halfway through this movie become kind of weird, I guess. For me, overall, I would say it's a meh movie. Like I was saying, cheating, that storyline, I don't like watching. I did not know this movie was, so I would have not watched it if I knew before about this movie. Anyway, that's my thought on this movie. Thank you so much for checking this out review. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comment, what you thought about this movie. And first, take care.